What a load of noise. Welcome to my day off in the fine city of Norwich, and it is a very fine day, as you can see. Oh look, they've had their haircut, both the same. It's an easy job for barbers. No, Norwich is a lovely city, and it is full of very nice people, but also it's full of a lot of weirdos as well. I'm sure we'll pass some of them. We've got the market over here on the left, and City Hall over on the left in the distance, which I'm about to zoom in on. Now, a certain leader from the 1940s was quite fond of that building, so if he had ever taken over, he would have been up there. It's a good job we won, isn't it? There we go. It looks a bit like a tower up on St Albans Road in Watford as well. And we've got some Christians here of the African variety being polite. Also down here, you get a lot of campaign groups. And down here on the right, we're about to pass a group of Commies.
It shall surely have its end.
They need their end.
God bless you.
He didn't really know what to say to me then when I told him that these people needed their end. I just meant the end of their organisation, nothing violent. Look at the state of them. There's the town hall again. Now we're on the way to see William of Norwich and the cathedral, which is all the way over here. Fortunately, this shop is closed. It's probably going to end up a Turkish barber's or something equally grim. Or just another bubble tea place, because there's plenty of them around. Now, one of the nice things about Norwich is it still looks like an old city. Mind out the way. Look where you're going. There's another church. There are more churches in Norfolk than anywhere else in the world. There's another one. Ah, Cinema City. That's the artsy-fartsy cinema. Well, it doesn't show any of the type of films I review. It shows shit like this. Now, straight up ahead, if you were a fan of Nightmare back in the days, was where Nightmare was made. It's Anglia Television. Nightmare was great. Now we're now heading down to the old gates to the cathedral, past all the bars. All the local alcoholics are spending their universal credit on the day they get it. There it is. It also won Best Lighting a couple of years ago out of the whole world in some lighting competition, because apparently that's a thing. I think it even built some shitty old hotel in Dubai. Oh, they're on a date. It's not perfect round here though, I will be honest. I mean, what's that meant to be? Through the souvenir shop, of course. There's the old tour guide on the left, telling lots of people about the cathedral. Not me though. There's the golden font. A bloke in the front looks like he's going to get told off if he stops listening. It is a lovely cathedral, like all cathedrals, but some are better than others. Like the Liverpool Cathedral, for example, is a disgrace. Anyway, oh, she's done her hair for Jesus. Jesus Christ. See what I mean about some of the people that live here? Anyway, we need to go and find William. Very impressive. Now William should be along here somewhere. I hope they've not moved him. The treasurers are up there. I won't be going in there because you have to go up some steps. I ain't got time for that. But as I was saying, the reason we don't build things like this is because people don't care anymore. We care. We ain't got the money to build these things. And the people that have, well, they won't be building cathedrals, will they? And a mystery Mings family. Oh dear. This is the room dedicated to fallen soldiers. It's a good job they won. Now William is around here, in the Chapel of the Holy Innocents. You just need to wait for these TikTokers to get out of the way. Good. So this is a room that was originally dedicated to Sir William of Norwich, the Chapel of the Holy Innocents. However, I went to inquire as to why there's barely any mention of him in there anymore, and spoke to an old lady who gave me a piece of paper that said the following. The Holy Innocents were young Jewish boys who were slaughtered by King Herod in his determination to kill the infant Jesus, who had already escaped with Mary and Joseph into Egypt. William was a 12-year-old Norwich boy whose murdered body was found outside the city on Mousehold Heath in Holy Week 1144. Members of his family accused the Jews of Norfolk of killing him, but this claim was not generally accepted. A few years later, Thomas of Monmouth, a monk of the Cathedral Priory, argued that William had been crucified and was a martyr. Saner heads at the cathedral and in the city prevailed, and there were no reprisals against the local Jewish community. However, the first recorded instance of the influential blood libel against the Jews taken up in other places around the world came with murderous consequences. Despite the accusations against the Jews being discredited, miracles of healing were attributed to William's intercession, and he was honoured as a boy martyr. His shrine migrated from the cathedral of the chapter house to near this chapel and finally to the Jesus Chapel. His cult was locally popular, and there are images of him to be found on rood screens in East Anglia. The chapel was restored to use in 1997 and dedicated in the presence of Jewish representatives as a place for remembering the suffering of all innocent victims, particularly the young. It is also a place of prayer for the reconciliation between the people of different faiths, remembering especially all the victims of Christian, Jewish persecution. So basically, they didn't like the fact that he had his own room there, and the Jewish representatives made some changes, even though they were found in a well about a mile up the road when they were building the local shopping centre. But of course, it's all just a blood libel. It didn't happen, even though they admitted to it at the time. It's interesting that they say he's a local martyr in the piece of paper that she gave me, when in fact he's well known around the world. I see him frequently mentioned on social media against certain people. It's very strange how people from all around the world came to the same conclusions without social media or having ever met each other. Ah, there's Paddington. This one hasn't been cut in half by some local RAF hoodlums like the one in Nottingham, was it? Oh well. It's so lovely and peaceful around here, you can almost forget that on the road literally next to this place is a complete den of iniquity that was featured as one of the worst roads in the country on a programme by Jeremy Kyle. Sadly, there's no horse fair there today. Cool, what's going on here? Now apparently this is very haunted due to it being an old plague pit. Lovely. A different kind of plague to the ones we have now. Tombland Alley. Looky looky! Oh, fucking hell. I think she needed to be walking uphill rather than downhill to get rid of all that fat.
So after that brief trip to lovely Norwich to find William, who's been hidden by the you-know-who's, we're going to go on a little journey down the coast. And it's very hot today, and well, we had the eclipse earlier. Look, I saw it because I was in the car. Never mind. Same thing. It'll happen again next year, and it'll be even clearer. It'll be in the summer. Anyway, let's drive on these lovely lanes and yes, go and find some weird thing that I heard about that's not far from here. And no, I don't mean commies. Anyway, I should probably put this away in case the police catch me and I get pulled over and they find a copy of my card or something.
That was fucking precarious. Now this is Overstrand, and it seemed a lot warmer when I was in the car to when I walked down to this beach. Now over there apparently are some caves which go about 1.5 miles inland underneath what is now a hotel. We'll be there in a minute. Also up there is apparently the ghost of a white lady on the cliffs. Of course it's a white lady. Now the ghost of the white lady is said to haunt the cliffs at night times, so we're not going to see her today, if we'd ever see her at all, because it's not night time. So if you're ever in Overstrand, keep your eye out. There's also a Christian holiday village there if you're up for that. Anyway, I'm going back in the car, it's cold. It's time to go up this precarious fucking ramp again. I'll probably hold on to the side. Amen. How I was saying those tunnels come out 1.5 miles from the beach inland. Well, this is where they come out to. Now this used to just be an old pub, but now it's a country house for posh people, so I shan't be going in there. Ah, I wonder what's down those tunnels. I think they've all probably been blocked off now, but let's hope no one comes. There we go. Anyway, on to the last stop. Getting gear, fucking hell. So, as it turns out, that place is very hard to find what I was trying to find. You can't park near it, The nearest you can park is about a mile away, and fuck walking that. I did see if I could park in someone's driveway, but they were in. So instead I'm at Waitrose. Ah well, such is life. But anyway, here's someone else's footage of the place I was trying to find. Now this is a shrieking pit of Norwich. Back in the 18th century, a young 17-year-old girl named Esmeralda fell in love and started having bedroom twister with a young farmer, only he was already married, the dirty sod. The local vicar found out and ordered them to stop it. So he did. He went back to his wife. Esmeralda, however, got depressed and then one night threw herself into a pit. This one. Unfortunately, no one heard her scream, so she died. Which probably was her fault mainly, because it is the middle of nowhere. Nonetheless, every February the 24th on the anniversary, you can still hear her shrieking. All this proves is that even when they're dead, women still find a way to make a noise. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's go and see some deer. Until next time, ta-ta for now.